Okay, so we've done long division, polynomial long division, but now let's talk about special cases. Okay, so we have this rational function. We have a cubic divided by a linear function. Okay, so we're going to do long division. So we start off by putting the bottom on the outside, but then we have to put the top on the outside. Okay, and when we do that, notice that how many terms we have here. We have these two terms. We have two terms here, but look at the power here. See how that's cubed right there? So basically, we have to account for the fact that there are missing terms. Okay, so we have 3x cubed plus 0x squared terms. So anytime we're missing a term when we're doing long division, we have to kind of give it a placeholder. So the reason that there's nothing there is because there are literally 0 x squared terms. And again, 0 times x squared is 0. Plus 0x terms minus 81. Now, we have to add in these placeholders because if not, when we go to do our long division, we're going to end up possibly subtracting numbers that don't go together. Okay? And you'll see what I mean in just a minute. So again, we've got 3x cubed. X times what will give me 3x cubed? Well, that's 3x squared. Okay? So 3x squared times x is 3x cubed. And 3x squared times negative 3 is negative 9x squared. So you can see right here, if I had not put that placeholder here, okay, I would have ended up having this negative 9x squared under the negative 81. And you can't subtract this from this. It has to be the same terms. So we put that 0 there so that when we change the signs, we get 0. And then here, you're going to get positive 9x squared. Okay? And then we bring down our next term, our 0x. And now again, x times what will give me 9x squared? That's positive 9x. So 9x times x is 9x squared. 9x times negative 3 is negative 27x. Okay, then we change the signs, which makes that one negative and this one positive. Okay, and then this is 0, and 0 plus 27x is 27x. Then we bring down the negative 81. And what do we multiply by x to get 27x? 27. So 27 times x is 27x, and 27 times negative 3 is negative 81. Then we subtract, which changes the signs on both of them, and that's 0, and that's 0. So my answer for this is 3x squared plus 9x plus 27. We have no remainders. Okay? So basically the first special case is when we are missing terms. Okay? Now the second case, it's not really a special case, but it's when we have fractions, okay, in our long division. So again, we're going to put that there. Am I missing any terms? I am technically missing our last term. So plus 7x plus 0. Okay. Now, just like we've been doing, what times x is going to give me 1/3 x cubed? Well, that's 1/3 x squared. So 1/3 x squared times x is 1/3 x cubed. And then 1/3 x squared times 2 is going to be 2/3 x squared. Now what makes this sort of tricky now is that we've got whole numbers and fractions. Okay, so basically you have to remember that when you add or subtract fractions, that you have to make sure that you have common denominators. Okay, so when here in this next step, when we actually subtract, okay, changes the sign, okay, so that's 0. And then I have negative 6x squared minus 2/3 x squared. Well, you're going to first take 6 times 3, 18, so it's going to be negative 20 over 3 x squared. Bring down positive 7x. Oh. Then, what times x squared, or sorry, what times x is going to give us negative 20 over 3 x squared, which is negative 20 over 3 x. So you get negative 20 over 3 x squared, and then again, minus 40 over 3x. Change your signs. That's positive now, and that's positive now. So you get, for the first term, you get 0. And again, 7 times 3 is 21 plus 40. That is 61 over 3x. Then you bring down the 0. And the last one's going to be easy. It's positive 61 over 3. And you get 61 over 3x. And then multiply that by 2. So it's going to be positive 61 times 2. That's 122 over 3. And then you subtract, which changes the signs, which leaves you with negative 122 over 3 as our remainder, which means now our answer is going to be 1/3 x squared minus 20 over 3x plus 61 over 3 plus my remainder, which is negative 122 over 3 divided by my quotient. And that's our answer. Now, you could also write it with this in the numerator. You could have written it as x squared over 3 minus 20x over 3 plus 61 over 3. And then you could have wrote this as minus 122 over 3x plus 2. If you wanted to simplify it a little bit, you could also write it like that. But I prefer you write it like this.